Hey, welcome. Thank you very much for clicking on. It's one of my first of my toy videos, or my first attempt at buying toys. Um, as you're aware, I'm going to do a series on looking into toys and, yeah, all sorts of toys. I'm just going to see what sells, what pulls money, and I'm going to learn about toys. So, today I was lucky enough to go to a bit of a house clearance and I bought a collection of toys. Now, I've done a little film of them on the floor, which I'm going to splice in a moment. And then I'm actually going to show you what I've done with them. So I'll give you a second, watch the video of the entire collection. I paid £50 for this collection of cars. I don't know a lot about cars, as you know, or toys in general. All I know is a lot of the cars I see at car boot sales, £2, £3, £4 each. Well, I've thought it's got to be worth a gamble, hasn't it? So take a look at the video of what I had, and then we're going to show you what I've done with them. Okay, so this is my first attempt at buying toys. Don't know whether I'm going to do any good or not. Now, I got a little selection along the front here, which, let's be honest, if I took them to car boot sale, they'd be £1 each. They're all advertising cars, but they're not boxed. Pretty little things. So there's a few of them. There's quite a lot of 007 cars, James Bond cars. You got Thunderball there, Oldtimer cars there, Vanguards, Vauxhall. I'm going to look them up. Now I've just paid £50 for a job lot. Goldfinger car. They're not all worth money. And there's not a lot of money here anyway, I would assume anyway. You've got all these. Now I see these at the car boot sales all the time for about like £3 or £4 a car. So we're going to give them a go as a job lot, I think. Just paid £50 for the collection. So I'm going to put them up for 120 in the hope to achieve 100. It's quite a nice limousine. 2003. It's quite a nice collection there for the money. Or I think it is anyway. Okay, so this big one here, unfortunately, lost his wing mirrors. They're broken off, which kind of kills the value instantly. So this one is going to go to the car boot sale for probably £5 or £10. It's still a very decorative car, very good looking car. So I'll probably get a tenner back on there, or if somebody offers me a fiver, it'll probably go at a fiver. But that's my first one. I'm going to share with you the lots I've put on the internet. So we're going to start off here. All the unboxed cars, well, there's one box, but all the unboxed advertising cars, there was 13 of them in total. Now, one car has no tyres on there, and one car has a little bit of damage on the top. Other than that, they're all in very good condition. Now, I never thought these were valuable anyway. This is the one without the tyres. I'm pretty confident you could replace tyres easy enough. But they're all very collectible advertising cars. I don't think there's a lot of value in them, but still, that's the one there. You can see that with a bit of damage. So I've listed this little job lot at £20. It's a little over £1 a car. There's 13 cars in total, all advertising. So I listed those at £20. Now, bear in mind, I have a make an offer option on the website. So I've listed them all. They come to about £120. I'd like to achieve £100 and double my money for the entire collection if I could. Then these were Hobby Dax Oldtimer Diecast cars. I put these on as a collection again. There's 6 cars in total. There's a little bit of damage to the case on the one, which again affects the value. But I've had a look online. Some people are asking £30 a pair for these, and then other people are selling them for £5 and £10 a pair. So I just went with what I thought was a fair price, based on the condition of the boxes, but the cars inside are mint. So I've priced them up at £20 for the 6 cars, which I don't think is a lot of money for box sets of cars like that. They got to be mint. I get a £5 a pack on the car boot sale for them. So 20 quid online for 6 cars, I don't think is expensive at all. Then I came over here, was the Eddie Stobart refrigerated lorry Emma Jade H4663. It also had, inside was a badge, an Eddie Stobart badge, still sealed. I've only put it on for 12 quid, which is tenner for the Eddie Stobart truck and a couple of quid for the badge. But again, if somebody makes me an offer of a tenner, it's gone and it's out the door. And then all the James Bond collection. Now, I looked these up. And these ones at the back, the Thunderball and the Goldfinger ones, were selling for between 15 and 20, £25 a car. Comfortably, they were all selling for that sort of money. So there's at least £30 just in those 2 cars at the back. These ones at the front are nominal, you know, they're like £3, £4, £5 a car. So let's say it's 30 at the back, there's 30 at the front, 60 quid. I think I've put them up for about 65, 70 quid. I'll have a look now in a second. But I'm thinking I'm cheap enough. There's a couple of cracks in a few of the cases, again, which will affect the value. But the cars inside have never been out the boxes, which is a good thing because it's easy enough to replace a box if it comes to it. And there you go, it's a nice little collection. £70 I've put it up for to accept something like 50 quid on it, which I think is a very fair price. So that's where we're at with the cars. There's a few I've put aside to keep for myself that turned out to be a bit better than I expected, and they're going to be researched and listed at a later date. So you saw the entire collection on the floor. £50 was paid for the collection on a sheer thing of, well, that's the number of cars I got. I'd happily pay a couple of pounds a car, and that's how I valued them. Because I literally am starting from scratch. I'm starting with no knowledge. So it's a bit of fun. I don't know if they'll sell. I don't see why not. I know condition is very, very important, especially when you're dealing with more modern collectibles like these cars. And I should get a tenner. I would think I'll get a tenner back at the car boot sale for that big one. Even though it's lost the wing mirrors, it's still a very attractive car. And I've put 4 cars away for myself for the future for looking at, researching and listing at a later date. So if I can double my money on them, I'm over the moon. I also bought a massive collection of miner's lamps from the same house, which will be put in another video another day. But for now, this is concentrating on the toys, and it's a nice little collection of diecast cars. I see everybody when I'm going on to car boot sales grabbing all these diecast cars for £1 and £2. So I thought, I'm going to have a go. And do you know what? I've done a bit of research on them, and I'm going to actually start picking them up when I'm at the car boot sale also. So I always carry my phone with me, so it doesn't take 2 seconds to type in a number or a name of a car and get a valuation on it. It takes seconds. So got to learn one way or the other, but I'll put my money where my mouth is. I've just chucked 50 quid into it, and we'll see if I can get them moved. Hopefully you've enjoyed, and I'll keep trying and find some more. Thanks for watching, guys.